This was the temporary home humans built for Kong. But as he kept growing, the environment could no longer contain this giant beast. With more and more holes appearing in the dome overhead, they decided to find Kong a new home. A whole fleet set out for the destination. But Kong on the cargo ship sensed danger and struggled desperately to break free from the chains binding him. It turned out his nemesis Godzilla had arrived. Faced with the human fleet's carpet bombing, Godzilla dove deep underwater and easily avoided the attack. Then he surged up to the surface at full speed, using his hardened dorsal fins to slice a battleship clean in half. Human warships were nothing more than toys before him. Even the most advanced missiles failed to harm Godzilla, only enraging him further. With a single sweep of his tail, he smashed a fighter jet into pieces. As his tail came down, 2 more warships were instantly destroyed. Then he charged toward Kong, but Kong still hadn't broken free. Seeing the wreckage of the battleships being pulled out of the water, he realized his old enemy was right before him. Kong let out an angry roar into the sea. Godzilla immediately burst out of the ocean. Under the force of the collision, giant freighter was flipped over in an instant. The fleet nearby immediately opened fire on Godzilla. Caught in the barrage, Godzilla had no choice but to pull back for the moment. Meanwhile, Kong's situation was dire. His arms and legs were locked in chains. Just as Kong was about to suffocate, Lind fought with everything he had and finally managed to unlock the restraints. Once free, Kong immediately grabbed Godzilla as he rushed in and slammed a headbutt into him. Then he quickly swam toward the surface. The overturned freighter was also righted, but the giant ship beneath him was far too small. After looking around, he spotted an aircraft carrier in the distance. He leaped straight toward it. With that tremendous impact, the entire carrier nearly tipped over. By then, Godzilla was also moving toward the carrier. Kong casually grabbed a fighter jet and hurled it at him. But that attack did absolutely nothing to Godzilla. After a full-speed charge, he shot up out of the water. But before Godzilla could even steady himself, Kong launched the attack first. With humans helping from the side, Godzilla was at a disadvantage. Soon, Kong forced him back into the sea, but then a blue glow began flashing beneath the water. Kong's animal instincts warned him that something dangerous was coming. A brilliant blue beam suddenly erupted from the ocean, blasting the entire aircraft carrier into pieces. Kong was thrown back into the water again. He tried to rise to the surface, but Godzilla held him down and dragged him deeper and deeper. At that moment, the human fleet fired depth charges into the sea. After a series of massive explosions, everyone stared tensely at the water's surface. Then a huge hand burst out of the water. Kong had finally broken free from Godzilla's grip. He had survived, but he no longer had the strength to keep fighting. Even so, Godzilla still hadn't left. Seeing the defiant look in Kong's eyes, Lind ordered every warship to shut off its engines and weapons, pretending to surrender to Godzilla. As the surrounding waters grew calm again, Godzilla's massive body rose to the surface. Seeing that the fleet had gone quiet, he did not attack again. After Godzilla's silhouette slowly disappeared into the distance, everyone finally breathed a sigh of relief. But then another problem came up. As soon as the fleet made any move, Godzilla would come back. After some thought, Lind came up with an idea. Use more than a dozen transport planes to airlift Kong to the destination. When Kong woke up again, he searched around and soon spotted Jia in the distance. She told Kong that his home was straight ahead, through the tunnel. Once Kong understood what she meant, he charged forward without hesitation. Seeing this, everyone quickly activated the aircraft and followed him inside. As they chased Kong through a glowing vortex, they actually arrived in the Hollow Earth. It was even more vast than they had imagined, with a fully formed ecosystem. Just as everyone was stunned by the scene before them, the aircraft in front suddenly came under attack. A giant pterosaur they had never seen before swooped toward them.